Welcome back to the Tempo Storm Hearthstone Meta Snapshot breakdown for January 31st, 2017. It's been 2 months since the release of Mean Streets, and the meta right now is volatile. It still feels very rock, paper, scissors like, as we described in our last meta snapshot, yet every day the meta seems to swing radically in one direction in the morning and drastically change again in the evening. The result is a state of ordered chaos on the ladder. This week's snapshot identifies a number of powerful decks in the meta currently. Tier 1 is bursting with decks, featuring 6 different lists that are viable on the ladder, leaving Tier 2 with only 2 archetypes. While a dense Tier 1 should be a promising sign for any Hearthstone play, we're sad to sound like a broken record. Shaman, Shaman, and more Shaman. At the top of the meta, Aggro Shaman continues its dastardly reign as the unchecked king of the meta. Clearly, the mean streets of Gadgetson were kind to Aggro Shaman players. We're not done with Shaman though. Soaring in from Tier 2 as the 3rd strongest deck in Hearthstone is Jade Midrange Shaman. Many players broke into top 10 on multiple servers last week with some interesting variations of the Jade Midrange Shaman archetype, and players are continuing to post consistent results with the deck. Reno Mage still seems to be the Reno deck to be playing if that's your flavor of choice, but Reno Warlock has made a comeback into Tier 1 this week thanks to some strong anti-aggro tech decisions. What remains of Tier 1 fills out with some familiar faces, Pirate Warrior and Pirate Miracle Rogue. Tier 2 only features Control Warrior and Dragon Priest, while the polarizing Jade Druid has officially moved down to Tier 3. The mid-range Shaman archetype is by no means new, but the recent Jade variants have managed unbelievable win rates on the ladder. It manages to punish aggro and beat some of the control archetypes. Pirates and weapons are everywhere, so don't leave home without a way to survive the first few turns and without a way to deal with weapons. As you navigate the rotating meta, hoping not to queue into your deck's counters and hoping to find your deck's favored matchups, be on the lookout for how the archetypes are changing. Most notably, a Shaman that opens up with Pirates might very well be Jade Midrange Shaman instead of Aggro Shaman. And Reno Warlock lists are starting to abandon its combo in favor of finishers like Ragnaros and Jiraxxus with additional taunt and anti-aggro tech cards. Our deck of the week for this meta snapshot breakdown is Midrange Jade Shaman. The deck has a few cornerstone pirates to compete for the early game, but it drops Tunnel Trog and Totem Golem in favor of a much denser set of mid and late game options, including 2 copies of Jade Spirit, Jade Chieftain, and Jinyu Water Speaker. Lists vary when it comes to Blood Mage Thalnos, Devolve, Manatide Totem, and Lightning Storm. But another interesting choice in midrange Shaman is the ultimate burst tech card, Bloodlust, which has been finding its way into a lot of lists as well. This Shaman list excels in a unique way with its early game heals and taunts, allowing it to beat aggro decks very consistently and giving it a good win rate against Pirate Warrior and Aggro Shaman. Yet it can hold its own against control decks with a favorable matchup against Reno Mage, Control Warrior, and Jade Druid. If you want to learn more about Jade Midrange Shaman, be on the lookout for our deck introduction video on this archetype coming later this week. And if you enjoyed this meta snapshot breakdown, consider leaving us a like or favorite, and please subscribe to stay tuned with all of Tempo Storm's news and Hearthstone content.